過ごしでしょうか。イーさんです。アウターワールド続きをプレイしていきます。だいぶ装備も充実してきました。なんで、ナビキー、なんかスカイのクエストのですね、救難信号一応クリアしたので、ナビキーを入手するグラディスの元へ戻りますね。とりあえずサイドクエストは1個2個ぐらいやってレベルアップします。じゃあ、います。まだちょっとやり方がおぼつかないですが。時間を遅らせる能力をなかなかこう定着してなくて使ってないんですけど。
Huh? Oh, I am alert and aware.
グラウンドブレーカーですね。ここに高速移動。
We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
まあね、2人しかいないんで、2人までなんですね。これ選んでるのかな。科学スキル上げると、そうですね。改良とかまだ全然やってないんで、もうちょっとこう楽に勝てるようになりたいですね。
This is housing.
This is Knock You Out Bar, a CCN 76 milk chocolate bar.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway? You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do.
調べてきました。よっ。
What's that? Speak up now.
俺に調べるようにってひねるもんだ。
What'd you turn up?
これって、持ってきた方がよかったな。渡したけど。
Well, that's just...
いいのか。
just swell, sweetheart. Good for you.
一応全部やったんだよな。ラプティドンムスク。
A shame you didn't visit old Gladys first. That would have fetched a good price. I may have thrown in a batch of my famous sugar cookies just to sweeten the deal. If Auntie Cleo's exporting wraps from Monarch, golly me, someone's going to be in the soup when they get caught. Bless your slippery little fingers. Isn't that just a shame? Prototype schematics go for a fair handful of bits around here. Darnation. It sounded like a gold mine, but maybe that's just my old hopes getting in the way. I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit anytime. What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom? That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei Tennyson. Used to be she was chief engineer before her mama passed, and she took the helm. She's neck-deep in the ship guts by day, slap-fighting with the board by night. Bit straight-laced for my tastes, but that's just her nature. She's fierce, too. A fighter. And between you and me, I think the fight's starting to wear on her. This heat problem we've got's gone unfixed for weeks. Can't say I know what the holdup is, but I'm sure she's trying her best. The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. They've always got one scheme or another running, looking for ways to bring us to heel. Like this heat business. Shameful. But it won't work. No, sir. Groundbreaker's free till the day she dies, law willing. Go right ahead, sweetheart. Groundbreaker's radiators. Been neither fine nor dandy for weeks now. Miss Junlei's supposed to be getting them fixed, but the board's determined to get in her way. The board can't abide a community. They've always... but it won't. Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence. Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres. But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess. Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio chatter. Edna shows them to me. Some man hooting and hollering about the light in us all. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true. Might be true. Might be some new trick from the board. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
あちこちの道ですよね。これ1000ビットなら売ってもいいと言われてる。これ買えばいいのか。いろいろ問題がある。問題を解決してっていうのも。あと仲間のクエストもあるんだよ。パールバティ。これ行ってみようかな。ちょっとパールさん。ジュニアさんそうですね。入ってみたい。ドア開けるときですね。ああ。迎えるんですかね。私の映画で試してましたけど。
I know she's in there, Mfuru.
CNP Burst Pocket can be microwaved in 2.5 seconds. Burst Pocket.
This is how
Was a time I wanted to be an engineer.
I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn, though.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
あんたが平和を保てるように手伝えることは何でもするよ。
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
船の没収が開始されたから世の中に活動というの。
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
議会
Felix Millstone. Nice to see you out of docking bay. Keeping your nose clean?
知り合い
Yes, ma'am. Been at least a couple weeks since my last nose-related incident.
Uh-huh. I'm glad to see you in a captain's custody. Just try not to steal any critical parts from my ship.
厄介者だと。
It's possible I got caught lifting some spare parts a couple years back, but it was only just that one time. Honest.
I'd tell you to stay out of trouble, but I know you'll find it anyway. Whatever you do, just make sure I don't find out.
パール、巡礼と話があった。ほら、
What? I didn't think you just.
こういう急に振る人います。
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking. I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
そんなにかしこまらないパールパティ。
Force of habit, I guess. Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if. Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
遠慮なきゃ休みは。そうっすね。じゃあホワイト企業ですから。
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain.
休んでいただいていいですよ。
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
やったな、パール。
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
ああ、じゃあ熱処理の問題から聞いて何があったの？
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
治ってないんだ。
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a
了解
corner.
どもがいるわけですね。妥協の余地はないのか。
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive.
解決するには委託業者が必要になるはずだ。俺ならお手頃価格で、はい、自分を売ります。
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Hold on. There's something you should know before you go charging off. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
そうなの。
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
手動。
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your radio.
やっと目的持ってるってのいいですね。仲間っていう、ただついてきてくれるだけじゃなくて。
CNP, I can't believe it's not yours.
I know she's in there. What the hell's going on? We were in a holding pattern for 2 hours just to get in. Comms had to go on break. She didn't have enough.
Rizzo's Blueberry Pie, a salt flour candy shell around a sweet purple-berry flavored center. Subtle, chewy.
Have either of these
これ、クエストが。 ことかまだ終わってないよね。
Salt cruisers ever put into Groundbreaker?
どうだった？
Ah, your face is a sight for sore ocular processors, Captain. Or rather...
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
もちろん。
So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages? I got him here on my data pad, and well... She sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
要は心から表現されてるってことだね。
Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. The trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. It made my chest hurt, kinda.
彼女お前のことが好きなようだ。
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways, not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
お前は出会ったまあみんな違ってみんな意見することないよ。
When folks start implying you're a little different from an automechanical, you start to wonder. I guess I just needed to talk. I'm feeling a touch better. Thanks for hearing me out, Captain. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that.
すごい展開だ。
Right now.
まあいいや。
Okay, here we go.
Here we
Let's
go.
see here. Talking about old friends, got to
やめ
thinking...
る。
Isabel?
三角関係。
Who's Isabel?
まさかの急展開。顔が険しくなってる。
They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close. I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope? Thanks, Captain. I'll be ready.
よし。これで16,200X となったね。なんかわけわかんない。これまだクリアしてないの。まあいいや、これは。めんどくさそうだ。手を貸す。じゃあ、行くか、飲み屋。なんか思いもよらぬ展開になってきました。どこまで続くんだろう。ロストコートバー。
hard cider for a hard life.
So, how's this work?
We interrupt your
Do we
regular...
get a table? Stand in a corner?
Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers?
Okay, so what are we drinking? You're the expert. Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper. Oh, beer. I guess, yeah, I can do that. Beer can be good. I bet. Bottoms up.
Beer, huh? Good choice, if you want to get unsober in a hurry.
Ah, this tastes like the underside of a boot. People drink that for fun? Oh, Captain. I'm pining for June like something fierce. What am I doing? Specifically. Definitely specifically. Oh, why'd I drink that? I mean, just with Junlei. I don't know what to do about us. Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all. It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her? Well, maybe she just wanted to let me know her preferences. In a less awkward way. But that made it more awkward. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve. Law, no. That beer tasted like how Dad's old socks smelled. Maybe something sweet and mild, like wine. Gosh, that smells pretty almost. Like flowers gone a little off. Down it goes. Hey, that's not so bad. Kind of almost nice, maybe. Oh, Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but I'm so scared. Everything? I got a solar system's worth of terrifying questions swirling around my head. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me? Don't you tease me in my moment of weakness. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not? What if I can't make her happy? Yeah, I know you're right. Just wish it were that easy, is all. I'm not used to speaking free with folks. Back in Edgewater, there wasn't no one who wanted to know my mind. Excepting my dad. Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts. Yeah. I like the way you put that, like, it's okay to want to be better for her, and not impossible to try. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just
本当に、うわ
wow,
ー、わ
so much to think about.
ー。で、もう、監視できる。
Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should?
自分を信じろ。そうですね。
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Right when we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Eventually. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain.
You know something, Parvati? You ought to come drinking with the crew more often.
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? I wish there was a place we could all live quiet together. Come on, let's go.
よし。船に戻る。
Hey, that pad down there.
Oh, I did not expect you back so soon, Captain.
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. Some of the drinks we tried I even liked. I guess it's not all disgusting.
それはよかった。
I wouldn't mind having a drink again. Someday. In the distant future. Anyway. I messaged Junlei when we got back and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos.
今のところ悪くじゃないじゃん。
I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises.
やっぱり人類はお前が好きなんだな。世界一まどろっこしい言い方してるけど。
Oh, isn't she sweet? Like one of those two-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal and I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, thanks for taking me out, Captain.
なんとか、ね、こういう船員のメンタルも気をつけるのがやっぱりキャプテンとしてケアをするのがね、役目ですからね。ということで、今回はここまでとさせていただきます。ご視聴ありがとうございます。